This can be a problem when you're working out, and that can be the answer why you didn't receive results. Why is this dangerous? My muscle doesn't work. Also, pay attention to your posture. Hi there. Today we're gonna talk about hyperextension, especially hyperextension of the arms. When you do the mistake and hyperextend the arm on your workout in Pilates, strength training, weightlifting, whatever, you can hurt yourself, you can hurt your joint, and that's really bad for you, and you won't achieve any result with that. So let's talk more about what it is, hyperextension. So this is a normal range of motion, this is straight. But I have hypermobility of the joint and I can go beyond straight line. That means that I can go like this. So you see, this will be straight, but this is beyond straight line. In that case, this is hyperextension of the arm. In the hyperextension of the arm, my ligaments overstretched and my muscle doesn't work. This is straight and my ligaments are fine and the muscle is working. But I have to watch it. So for today, we have beautiful Lilia, and she has hyperextension. So you see, the straight will be right here, but her joint on the elbow can go beyond straight line. When it goes beyond straight line, you can see this go beyond like 10 degrees. So this will be straight and this is beyond straight. In this case, the muscle won't work and the joint is overstretched and the ligament is a problem. So we want to learn what is straight in her body. First, what you need to do is to teach your body and re-educate your body what it is straight. So for example, in Lilia's brain and mind, this will be straight because she can do that, and in her brain this is straight, but it's not. So she needs to learn what straight is. We're gonna look at this. So when your arm is hanging like that and your muscle is like this is hyperextended elbow. So the right correct position of the elbow will be like this, and in this position you see it is straight. If you find yourself that you have this, you see, like this can be a problem when you're working out, and that can be the answer why you didn't receive results. Because if you're here, and for example, we're gonna use like ankle weights. So we're gonna place the ankle weight, so you have some weight here. And for example, you're doing like simple movement for like this, and you see the muscle doesn't work because of hyperextension. So this will be straight when the keyhole of the elbow looks to the side, and the shoulder will be in a joint, and this will be straight. In this position, the muscle will work. So when she work out, so if she will do lift and lower, you see how I'm holding her elbow just to stabilize it. So in this case, when you lift and you lower, this muscle will work. If she don't look at that, so it will be like that, and this muscle doesn't work. You can see this, and this will be a problem. The problem not only because of the flabby arms, but if she has weight, or she has, like, I don't know, her kid, she can feel the neck pain, she can feel the pressure on the neck, which is not good. So what we want to do, we want to learn where is it straight, right here, and when we work out, we do that in a straight line. I have to be careful when I work out, and when the people with hypermobility and hyperextension of the arms or the elbows have to watch the technique precisely to achieve amazing results and do not hurt themselves. That's really important part here. How can you avoid hyperextension of the arms? First, it's important to control the movement, not just lock your arms straight. When you perform an exercise, make sure your arm is slightly softened and muscle, the bicep and the tricep holding the humerus right in a place. And that will ensure the stability. The correct arm position from here will be like this, okay? Also, pay attention to your posture. If your shoulders lifting or slouching, if your spine rounding, it can lead to excessive pressure on the joint. Focus on keeping your shoulders relaxed, keeping your ribs engaged, abdominal wall engaged, placing your shoulder blades right in a joint, and that will help you to achieve amazing results. The correct technique will be hold the shoulder, make sure the keyhole of the elbow look to the side, hand
like this. So we engage in the tricep, and when we lift, you see, this muscle is working. So the tricep will work. You need to hold your abdominal engagement right here. And you need to kind of soften the elbow, engage the tricep, and when we go down and when we go up, this muscle will work. But if you're doing like this, your muscle won't work. Do you see that? You don't want this, because in this case, muscle doesn't work, but your ligaments on the elbow, on the joint, is overworking.
In hyperextension, the first technique is to understand what it is straight. The second is re-educate your body and look at that all the time. So you need to look at the elbow and educate your body where is it straight. So if you go like this, you continue to correct yourself and making sure you do not internal rotate the shoulder. The shoulder is still here. So you see, when I'm aligning her, the shoulder can be internal rotated. We need to make it back to the straight line.
So you want to move back and then you return. This is your tricep work. For example, a lot of people doing like this, and it's again, because of the hyperextension, the ideal situation will be here to soften your elbow, engage your tricep, engage your core muscle, and then move the arm. So in this case, your muscle, you can see, working amazingly, and do not overwork.
And a lot of people actually teach you that if you have hyperextension, you need to just slightly bend the elbow. But there's a problem in that technique, because when you slightly bend the elbow all the time, you overuse the bicep, and the tricep still doesn't work. The problem with that will be internal rotation of the shoulder, and the problem with the neck. If you hear, the problem with the neck will be occurring and your neck started to be painful. You don't want that. So making sure that you use straight and not beyond straight.
If you have hyperextension, I highly recommend you to start doing Pilates and watch for this hyperextension, making it straight, not beyond straight. Let me remove the weight again and I will show you what it is straight. So again, this is hyperextended elbow. You can see it's not straight. Straight will be right here, but the joints have to be aligned correctly. So we start with the rib cage, we place the shoulder in a joint, we lower the hand down, and in this way, right here, this is the correct position. So when you go down, and when you lift up, this, you do not allow, thank you, you do not allow your elbow to be hyperextended.
The technique called co-contraction. When the bicep and the tricep working together in co-contraction, they stabilize the joint, the shoulder joint and the elbow joint. In this case, you will be fine. But if you're slightly bending, the anterior deltoid will be overworking, and it will lead to excessive flexion of the neck and the shoulders. You don't want this. You want balance. You want that your bicep and your triceps work together to co-contract and to hold that beautiful joint in a place.
So, when we talk about hyperextension in exercises, it not only affects the elbow joint, it can also strain the shoulder muscle. It can create imbalances in the body and even cause back pain because the incorrect arm positioning changes your overall posture. Why is this dangerous? Hyperextension can put unnecessary stress on the joints, weaken the muscle, and lead to injuries. Over time, it can cause chronic joint pain and limit mobility.
If you have any question, please drop the comments below. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.
Hi everyone! If you're looking to get fitter, stronger, and happier, hit that subscribe button below and join me to a healthier you. My name is Irina. I'm the Pilates instructor and owner of Upgrade Pilates studio in sunny California. I've been teaching Pilates for over 13 years now, and I would love to share my knowledge and my experience through this quick and easy to follow workouts that I'm sharing on my YouTube channel. And your support means a world to me. All you need to do, just hit that subscribe button and let's start.